Hello everyone and welcome to VizIQ Virtual Classroom tutorial. In this video we will learn how we can use and utilize the features of Virtual Classroom to deliver more effective online classes. As you can see, this is an online virtual classroom which allows you to communicate with your students using audio and video devices. As you can see, if you are streaming your video devices, you will be able to see your video streaming here. And underneath the video you will have the chat box to communicate with your students on the initial stages. When students enter the session, they will not have any audio or video devices or controls, so you can communicate with them through the chat box. And later on, if you wish, you can also give them the audio video controls and they will be able to communicate with you using audio and video devices. Now, if you wish to communicate with any of your students through a private messages, you can click on the private message tab and click on create a private room and select the student who you would like to have a private chat with. So it's entirely up to you. Whichever student you will pick, you will be able to send a private message to that student, and whenever you want, you can come back and join the class conversation by clicking on the class conversation tab here. So on top of the virtual classroom, we have this record button that is blinking right now. That means the recording is in progress. And if you wish to pause or resume this, you can click on this tab. Any particular area of the virtual classroom that you do not wish to record, you just pause it and resume it whenever you're ready. Right next to that, you have your device controls, so you can actually mute and unmute your microphone anytime you want. If you wish, you can start and stop your video camera anytime you want, so it's entirely up to you. Next to that, we have timer. That gives you the timing information of the session, what is the total duration of the class, when it is started, how much time is elapsed. If you wish, you can extend the class from within this window, and if you wish, you can end the class before time as well. Now, next to that, we have poll feature. Now, poll feature gives you the feasibility to ask your students a random question. All you need to do is click on the polling tab. That will give you the option to create a poll. When you click on the new poll tab, that will give you the option to create the question. So you can go ahead and you can start typing and create a question that you wish to ask your students. Provide multiple options. By default, there are 2 options given, but if you wish, you can definitely have more options added to it. So once it is done, you can go ahead and you can create these options and click on the save button. Now when you save it, it will be saved for you to use it later on in the session, but if you wish to publish it instantly, just click on the publish button and that will publish this question to your students and they can respond according to their best knowledge. At any time, if you would like to end it, just simply click on the X button and that will end the poll for you. Now moving on to the next thing that we have here is the layout change option. First thing about the layout is that we have different layouts for the virtual classroom. Now if you go and click on the layout change button once, it will take you to a full screen presentation mode where your presentation will cover the entire area. So that gives you a little more space to work on your presentation and explain it more effectively. It will hide out all the chat box and video windows and everything else. Now, but yes, if you wish to bring it up anytime, you can go ahead and you can click on these tabs and you can bring your attendees list and your chat box by simply clicking on them. Now we have different layouts. When I said different layouts, you can click on this tab again and that will take you to an audio video conferencing mode, where if you have given audio video controls to your students, you will be able to see them on the full screen. So you will be able to see them and they will be able to see you. And at any time, if you would like to switch the screens, all you need to do is just click on the screen that you want to be on the main screen and the other one on the smaller screens underneath. Now, apart from that, if you click on this layout button again, let's suppose if you have multiple students participating and if you want everybody to be on the screen in the same size, if you click on the layout change button again, it will rearrange everything in a tile view. So you will be able to have somewhere around 6 video feeds fitted in the same window. Apart from that, if you click on the layout change button again, it will restore it to the default layout. Now once you do that, next to the layout change button, we have screen share option. That actually allows you to share your screen with your students, and once the screen is shared, you can go ahead and you can minimize your virtual classroom and go to whichever screen, software or any third-party website. So wherever you will go, your students, your participants will be able to see it. And in order to share the screen, all you need to do is click on the screen share button. That will give you the option whether you want to share the entire screen or if there are other applications open like Skype or another browser. So if that is the case, you select the application and only that particular application will be shared. If you choose entire screen, the entire screen will be shared, and all you need to do after that is, after selecting, click on the share button. So once the screen is shared, you will have the screen share button turned into a red flash button. So at any time you wish to stop it, all you need to do is click on the stop screen share button and it will stop the screen share. Now next to that we have a people's tab. That is your attendees list. So if you wish to see the number of participants, the icon itself, that will give you the total number of participants in the class. But if you would like to see who they are, just click on the people's tab and that will give you the list of people who are participating in the session. And you can give them audio, video and writing controls by clicking on these icons in front of them. If you want to enable these whiteboard tools to your students, just give them, just click on the pencil icon in front of their name and they will be able to utilize all the tools on their end. So this is how you can see your attendees and manage your attendees in the virtual classroom. Next to that we have notification tab. Now on the student side there will be a raise hand option which will be located right next to the timer tab. Students can click on that and send a quick small question to the teachers during the sessions. So if that is the case, the teacher will see and receive the notifications here, and when they click on this bell icon, that will give them the list of all the raise hands and all the questions that they have sent alongside with the raise hand. All you need to do is just select the name of the student and that will show you the question of that particular student. Now next thing that we're going to talk about is the content uploading. Now in order to upload content in the virtual classroom, it is very simple procedure. Now firstly, you have different types of content that you can use. First is YouTube. Now when we want to use a media file directly that you wish to play from YouTube, all you need to do is click on the YouTube button, paste the URL of that YouTube video and click on the tick button, and that's all you need to do. Copy, paste and play and your YouTube video will start streaming. Now moving on to the next thing, if you wish you can also utilize the whiteboard tool. So if you click on the whiteboard, that will open a new whiteboard and you can add any number of whiteboards and you can add, play any number of YouTube videos and everything. Basic tools that are available with the whiteboard is like your common color grid. You can choose the color that you wish to use. Pen has different strokes, pen, brush and highlighter which is thicker than the other respectively. We have multiple shapes starting from basic squares, circles, triangles and going into smileys and block arrows and grids and plenty of other shapes that are there. You can go ahead and you can utilize them and explore them. Now next to that is the transform button. Transform button basically is your selection tool. Any object that you will be creating on the whiteboard, you can go ahead and you can use the transform button and you can select it and then you can rotate it and manage the way you want it. So however you want, you can actually go and you can do that. Next to that we have drag tool. The hand button is your drag tool. You can actually move your content up and down. So if that is the case, if this is what you want, you can definitely go and you can work with it. Now next to that is your eraser tool. You can go ahead and click on the eraser tab and then you can either go and erase whatever you want that you have created on the whiteboard, or if you want to delete the object permanently, all you need to do is press shift and hold and then click on the object and that object will be gone from the whiteboard. Moving on to the next tool that we have is the TT, stands for text. If you wish, you can use your keyboard to communicate with your students on the whiteboard, annotate on top of your presentation, or whatever you will do, you can go ahead and you can write and type on the virtual classroom here. Now next to that is the camera icon. That is for you to upload your images. All you need to do is click on the camera icon and that will give you the option to browse through your hard drive. Just simply select the image that you wish to upload and click on open button. That will process the image and that will be added in the virtual classroom. Now underneath that you have undos and redos. Any action that you have taken on the whiteboard, you can undo it and redo it anytime. Moving on to the next thing is the media player. Now media player only plays the content that you have uploaded in your content library. So all the media files that you have uploaded, be it audio or video files, they will be listed in the media player right here. And all you need to do to play these videos is just simply select the file. Now when you select the file, it will quickly buffer it, and once the buffering is done, it will start streaming your content right here. So as you can see, this content has started playing. Now next thing that we have here is content. Now content gives you the feasibility to upload your content directly from desktop, as well as to access your content that has already been uploaded in your content library prior to the session. So in order to access your files directly from desktop, all you need to do is click on the choose a file button, select the file that you wish to upload and then click on the open button. and that will add your content into the virtual classroom. Now, apart from that, if you have already uploaded your content in the content library, all the content that you have uploaded will be listed here, and you can select the content, and that will give you a quick preview of that content just to make sure that this is the same content, this is the same document that you wish to share. Click on the share button right next to the preview, and when you click on that, this presentation will be added into the virtual classroom. Last but not the least thing that we have is the code editor. Now, in case if you're into programming, if you have if you want to teach coding, how to code, this code editor will be a very useful tool for you. Now, in order to do that, you can simply start writing the codes, from the very beginning. Or if you have worked on a code, previously, you can also open them. And it's the same procedure. You click on the open button, will give you the option to browse through your hard drive. You can upload the file, you can upload the .js files. And likewise, if you have started working on it, you have opened the code and then you have made changes to it. In that case, you can also, save the changes that you have made. So simply click on the Save tab and that will save the changes. Now, you always have different languages that you can choose from. That is JavaScript, HTML, and CSS for now. And you also have undos and redos in this option. Different color schemes are there, themes that you can choose from, and then definitely the text size if you wish to increase the size of the text that you're coding in. So you can go ahead and you can increase the size of the text. Now, moving on to the last thing that we have is the option for you to save your progress. All you need to do is click on the Save to PDF tab in order to save the work that you have done on your documents that you have utilized in the virtual classroom. Like if you have uploaded a PowerPoint presentation and if you have annotated and marked out things and highlighted things. So if you want to save the entire work that you have done, you can click on the Save to PDF tab. Now, when you click on the Save to PDF tab, it will give you the list of all the documents as well as the whiteboards. It will not give you the option to save your YouTube or your media player or your code editor. But yes, any document that can be PowerPoint presentations, PDF files, Word documents, as well as your whiteboard. So as you can see, it gives you the option to just save everything. Now, if you want everything to be clubbed together and saved as one PDF file, you can just confirm it as it is. But if you want to save every document individually, all you need to do is select the document and then click on the confirm button. So that particular document will be downloaded and will be saved as a PDF file with all the work that you have done on that during this session. So these are the tools and the features that we have in our VizIQ's virtual classroom that you can use and utilize to deliver more effective online sessions. So if you have any further questions, any further queries, please do not hesitate to send us an email at support@viziq.com. We are a 24/7 support team and we'll be more than happy to assist you in any way possible. Thank you very much and you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.